Labyrinth. Wait, what happened to turn 1? Oh wait, they had turn 1. We'll do this. That's the highest roll, right? Our turn. Coup clock. The coup clock makes it so they could activate a trap the turn that it's set. Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. Different dimension ground is making it so that any monster sent to the graveyard this turn is banished instead. Drill beam. The drill beam is a quick play though, so once you set it, you can't activate it that turn. True light, lordly low, summon the blue eyes, passing the turn. Karma cannon, flip them. Why are we flipping? No, I don't think the True Light would have done anything. The Majesty would have done something if they had a Blue Eyes face up. They're gonna Drill Beam, revealing Blue Eyes from the hand, negating, banishing. Oh, they need you need to reveal it for the the Drill Beam. You reveal a normal monster you control or in the hand. They flipped it because they didn't know that they had one in the hand. We thought we were gonna get around the drill, turn off the drill, you know. But they got beamed. Baylor negating the lovely. Coming to Labyrinth. Stovey Torby. The lady is out. Muckraker. Discard Elemental Burst. What the heck? Paleo. So, you cannot activate. Look at this. Well, this is just a welcome lab. Yeah. Welcome Labyrinth. The lovely says your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to the activation of your normal trap cards. Basically, that says you can't Ash Blossom. Valkyrion, we definitely can. You're asking for more? Of course we can. You think so? I always say yes to more. I'm never gonna tell you no. They're can't wait to go to sleep at 7 in the morning. You're gonna find the others who might have a problem, but I won't. I sure won't have a problem. 10 rounds. We can't. It has to go to tomorrow for that. Super heavy samurai. I've told you about this before. What they're doing is they're just gonna do a well, nothing now because of the droll, but they were gonna summon a Baron de Fleur to protect their Gallant Granite, and then they block dragon you into the sun. So ogre destroying the golem. Now Vernuslif. Couldn't they have done a Fuelos? Well, no, it's someone from the grave. Now, when they do before they do the Granite. No, there's nothing to stop the Granite from searching for the block dragon. We're up. Wait, it's a block dragon mirror. Adamantipator mirror match. It's crazy. Well, there is a Fuelos has resolved. So there could be something here. Now this is the top 8. I'm going to tell you about the decks that we have here. These are the matchups we're going to see. We got Unchained versus Blue Eyes. We have Blue Eyes versus Melodious. Tenpai in the top 8 versus Adamancipator. And we've got Branded versus Adamancipators. That's 2 Adamancipators. So, what have we learned? If the Block Dragon resolves, not even Droplet, Grass, Branded Fusion, all of them can, not even all of them together can save you. Foolish Burial. Revival Golem, revive it. Now the Xeno Guitar, they will turn those into a Gallant Granite. This is what you want to negate. You got to negate the Granite. Ash, Valor, Imperm, whatever you got. Stop them from searching. And then if they can even extend through that, they've got other ways. Oh. See, this is only a midpoint in what they're attempting to execute, because they're going to Golem the guards. Is this not like a greedy thing? Maybe. Maybe they didn't have the... Well, they don't have the bodies in the grave anyway to summon the block, right? So, Furious is now going to send Block Dragon. Oh, no, not even Block Dragon. They're sending Redux. Redox. All right, this is crazy. They'll banish the Xeno Guitar, and the Xeno Guitar is what finally sends the Block Dragon to the grave. And yeah, so these are our Adamancipator players. We're revealing cards on the top of the deck. Nothing, they whiff it. Synchro Summon, Baron de Fleur. Let's see, can they do it this time? Any good mills? They were able to summon the Supplier. Link that into Elf. I'm surprised the Elf isn't pointing to the Baron de Fleur, but maybe we'll see. No, not there. The Elf will point to the Dweller, though. And now Masquerena, okay. It takes a bit of planning. Putting all your monsters in the correct position. Forbidden Droplet negating Dweller. Baron de Fleur and the Masquerena. And they have the Grass. I just talked about this. Will it be enough? I don't think it's gonna be enough. They're doing the Masquerena just a chain link block? Why do they do all that? Alright, Druid Worm. Somehow it was enough? How did their life get that low? Oh, they burned themselves down with the Millennium. So that's how that worked. Alright, game number 2. Adamancipator basically lost because they burned themselves out. And they, the opponent had a Droplet. Maybe there won't be a Droplet this time as long as they don't draw one. Oh. They didn't even care. They said, screw it. I don't got the out this time. And I don't want to waste time. So they just said game 3. Game number 3. After 5 hours of Swiss, they came all this way. And the going first Branded player has Lubellion and Grass. But they just passed the turn. Oh. They're both playing 60 card decks. The Grass was essentially dead. It did nothing. It didn't do anything. It can't do anything. Maybe next turn they'll get to do something. If there is a next turn. They're banishing the Seeker, the Supplier, searching for the Guardian. They literally bricked on Grass. Researcher. Baron de Fleur. Furious. Send in the block. They know what it is. The branded banishment, I don't think that does anything. That sucks. Akimo, I'm sorry that you bricked that bad in game 3, but very nice getting here today in the top 8. Very good. New match here. Adamantipator versus Tenpai. What happened here? Jay must know that Jamer here is on Tenpai. So he forced Tenpai to go first. We don't really have rules against that. Should there be? And we're still playing through all this? Some people have rules to stop people from stream sniping Tenpai, and you can't force Tenpai to go first in game 1 if you're typically going first deck, if you just happen to know they're playing Tenpai. But this person knows because they had a Swiss round together that they played a match in. Can there be a rule? Drex, we just talked about it. Game number 3. I thought someone was gonna hold my hand. Oh, so again, they get to force Tenpai to go first here. What's Tenpai gonna do to set up on turn 1? A seal? These headphones sound more real than my old headphones. Imperm negate the seal. So it's good they did that preemptively. Before they sealed the Guardian and then they got nibbed. Now, they don't have the nib, but the seal would return Gallant Grand Knight before it activated. Here's the Grand Knight. Oh, but there's an imperm to negate the Grand Knight. Now, if they can extend, here's the Millennium Engine going to work. And they draw into nib. Oh no, Jay, I'm so sorry. Ash negating the Curious into battle. Second main. They don't even know. It's fine. Okay, discard the nib for the Sangan summoning. And they're definitely going to lethal here, right? Into battle, the Moonlight. They're both destroyed. The Curious sending or returning the Analyzer. Oh, that's the end of the turn here. Vernusilif. Impulse. So they can't temple. They don't have a monster in their hand to place on the field in the spell and trap zone, along with the monster from the deck for the temple. And Tenpai should be able to lethal here, right? Well, we got the Mudora returning Curious, Grand Knight, and Imperm. Why aren't they returning their Chandra? Because they only had 2,000 life points anyway. We got Melodious in the top 8 versus Blue Eyes. Melodious going first, but there is a Purge, Dominus Purge, as well as an Ash. So the Purge negates Refrain, and now the Couplet searching for the Concerto, and they're gonna fusion summon. You can't Baka, you can't. What does this do? Could they not have like added ashed the Refrain? Oh, there's too much going on. And then no, you can't impulse the, or you can't purge the Baka. This is it's not targeting. So no, this is all fine. And then they draw Valor. Oh, and a maxi all on top of that. Well, I guess it's not that bad that they saved the Ash. But then they ended up not even using the Ash to stop that maxi. They just say, okay. Here you go. Here you go. What's going on? Oh, you can't. I understand. I haven't read the Purge enough times. You can't Ash after Purge. So you can't use dark water and fire monsters. The Ash is fire. We got Melodious on top, who won game number 1. Did that remove a point? Blue Eyes is going to choose to go first. There's a Droll and a Herald of the Orange Light. The Herald of the Orange Light says you can send this card and another fairy monster from your graveyard, from your hand to the graveyard. Negate the activation of a monster effect. So right there, Droll. And now the Maiden summoning from the grave. We don't negate this. Where do you not use the Herald? Maybe you save it for next turn? That's what we're gonna do. Now they have 2 Heralds. So first movement solo summon Refrain. The Refrain is searching for a Melodious nothing because they get ashed. But now Herald of the Orange Light, they're sending Soprano from the hand, and they're gonna but now Blue Eyes has the imperm to double down on negating the Refrain. Negate. Now summon a Herald, and what are they gonna do with these 2? Nothing. They said nothing. We'll take it to game number 3. We're gonna watch things here from the Melodious side. Melodious going first. Bacha? They're blooming. Bring back Chopina from the grave. Summon Aria and the Elegy. So the Elegy, not the Elegy. Aria here says that when it's special summoned on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. You can't target them. You can't destroy them by battle. How do you get rid of them? We'll see. They can't destroy them by battle. That you can't target them. This is definitely an interesting matchup here. Little Knight. You can banish their pendulum scales though. Spirit Dragon. Blue Eyes has such a clear advantage here. It's going to take a lot for Melodious to come back. It's not looking too good. Crimson Dragon summons the Cipher. Now I don't play Blue Eyes, so I wondered why do they summon the Cipher? It's because if the True Light were to be destroyed, go to the graveyard, the Cipher would actually protect everything else. My understanding of it. The Cipher says they will not let me read it. Once per turn. No. The first time each card you control would be destroyed each turn by battle or card effect, it is not destroyed. Gosh. Alright, so there's Ash negating the wishes. They're attempting to negate the wishes, but Call by the Grave is going to stop that. We got Blue Eyes going first against Unchained. Now, the Sage searching for the Maiden. Now they link that into a Spirit. The Spirit, there's options, but we get the Mausoleum. Why is there the option of sending it to the grave though? That's what I don't understand. Why do you send the Mausoleum? I'd have to read the Mausoleum. Oh, you can banish the mausoleum from the graveyard and add a burst stream, but no one's doing that. There's no need to do that. Maiden is targeted by the mausoleum, so then they activate the maiden to summon. They're summoning a sage from the grave. They're sending a blue eyes to the grave from the deck. Synchro summon spirit dragon. A second spirit dragon? Spirit tribute. Oh, to summon Crimson Dragon. This Crimson Dragon has a 78.9% win rate at time of appearance. And they bring out the Cipher, like we said before. Cipher, it protects them if there is a the True Light, as if there's something to destroy the True Light, and the True Light would go to the grave. They would then activate to destroy all their monsters, but the Cipher protects them from that. So we've got a Cipher, Ultimate, Seal, Imperm. Imperm negating the Tour Guide. Sharvara will be negated by Cipher. And they still got the Seal and the Ultimate Spirit, right? So the Cipher just protected some from destruction. Into battle, the Seal tribute itself, returning the Tour Guide to the hand. Summon a Magnemite. Magnemite's going to search in the end phase. Is there still the ultimate? There's still the ultimate, right? Attempted to pop the field spell, but it's protected. Why would they want to pop the field spell? Opponent's field? Oh, it's forced. It's a mandatory. I understand. Okay. We're piecing it together. And if you do, destroy one card on the field. Okay. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon banished from the grave to negate the Unchained Soul of Anguish. Yama banishing to summon the Anguish is back. Unchained. Did Unchained go? No. Blue Eyes went first. The Golem that guards. Huh. This feels very similar to before, but they're just baiting the Ash with the Golem, and now Tour Guide. It's a good thing they held on to this cold buy because they got a Max C. Max first you Ash, check for the cold buy, and then you Max C. But this player, they held the cross out perfectly. Would I have believed it if someone said Unchained would be the underdog versus Blue Eyes? No, I don't think I would have. The question is, will we even get to a game 3? So the Soul of Rage is destroyed. Summon Engraver. Oh, they return the Engraver to the hand so they can discard it, get the tracked, and they're on a whole new line now. Sequence. Fusion summon. Lacrima, or no, we're not bringing it back. They're just gonna, oh no, Desiree. I'm not a big fan of the Desiree, but it's fine. So we got Caesar, 2 special summon negates. Desiree can negate up to 2. And there's an Imperm plus the Abominable. So Desiree's negating. It only negated 1. Desiree, there's too much. Caesar, there's still 2 Caesars. They used the Imperm. They took their monster. Little Knight banished. Little Knight can get another banished. Special summon negates. It's all too much. You're adding it up, and then it goes down, then it goes up. There's a dispute. Thank you, Drex. Unchained? This is game 3 in the top 8. Thrust? Yeah, so these people have been playing for like 7 hours to get here at this point. We figured out a way to really make them work for it. No more of this wham bam single elimination. What a journey. Yeah, there was someone asking, well, why do we have 6 rounds if there's only 50 people? And I was like, that's the amount of rounds you need for a top 8. And then they were like, well, what if we have 90? Are you gonna make it 2 days? I said, yeah. You better be ready for it. We're thrusting, but the thrust not negated. Now we get a talent though. They know where we're going with it. Now they summon a Cosmic Blazar. Dude, 1 month? Bro, there are people out here having like week-long tournaments where you do a match a day. And we're out here just doing it all one shot. It's gonna be a month, but it's just gonna be dueling every day. Tournament, it's a mini tournament every day over a month. And we got 2 blue eyes at least in the top 4. Imperm. So there's Imperm and a Ash. Wait. Should they not have Ashed first and then done Imperm after? Wait, there's another Imperm? Oh. Okay. There's just another Imperm. They got it like that, you know? Purge, negate the Sage, seal, and the seal bounces it back to the hand. They have the Ash to negate the seal. They knew it was over from there. Wishes. They purge in the wishes. Purge it up. Just a single called by? What do you do? Okay, the Maiden. That's your best bet, right? Damn. Sorry, Tomioka. But very nice. Top 4 is awesome. We got Tenpai versus Adamancipator. Adamancipator's going first. It looks like they didn't know to make Tenpai go first. Ash, negate. Unless Tenpai won the coin flip. It looks like Tenpai won the coin flip. As long as this is game 1 and not game 2. Ash negates the... Who? Well, the Ash was trying to negate the Flourishing Hills, but the Guardian negates the Ash. Grand Knight get the block. It's unlocked. This format's crazy. Adamancipator, Blue Eyes, Tenpai, Lab. That's what our top cut's looking like. There was Unchained. Tenpai forcing the opponent to go first. They lost game 1 and now they got Fuelos and Maxi, but now they Maxi the Tenpai, or Fuelos I should say. Surprised they passed the turn without Tenpai. Oh, it's just Chandra. They can't even do anything. The golem that guards. Got the temple. What do we do? We place the shield and the Sengen Jin. Link that into Asa. Curious. Baylor. Negating the Curious. That stopped them from getting the block. No block for them. The Curious wants to send the block dragon. And they only have 500 life points left on top. All Tenpai needs to do is 500. Here it is. After all this time, we got Blue Eyes and Adamancipator in the finals. Adamancipator won the coin flip and is choosing to go first. But they don't have that great of a hand. Supplier? Wait, the supplier? No. The supplier has to be special summoned for them to add a Kokai to the hand. And they just passed the turn. Bricked in the finals. That's crazy, no? Ash negate the wishes. And then they draw Fuelos. Maybe they'll Fuelos early. Wow, we're all bricked up on both sides. Okay, the golem that guards. And there's a Majesty. Is there a Blue Eyes in the grave? Yeah. Destroy the golem. No one can do anything. No one can do a thing. Okay. Now Blue Eyes got access to the True Light. They're gonna set the roar. Activating, summon the Blue Eyes from the grave. Couldn't the True Light just do that itself? Now the Maiden comes back from the grave as well. And this is where they fool us. Now, wishes into a Tyrant. The Tyrant can reset the Majesty after battle. True Light, set another wishes. Drawn into the Drill Beam. They're ready to negate and banish. No, they ashed their own Maxi. Alright, this looks like better. This looks like a better game. Ash, negating Sengen Jin, but they have they got 2 copies of the same Vernusleif in hand. So they discard that, and the Medora sending the Revival Golem, summoned the Forest, and then the Golem as well. Now into the Granite, but the opponent's got Valor to negate the Granite. No search for the Block Dragon, and I don't think they're going to be able to extend through this. They do have a normal summon, so no, there is no Lordly Load. Okay. Adamantipator has a max C to keep him in this game, but the Drill Beam, banishing the Granite, Medora shuffling back the Drill Beam, and Valor. That'll end the turn. I don't think you can discard the Cross out for the Vernusleif. No, it has to be a monster. Let's see what this Millennium Engine can do. Now they normal summon the Forests. And Curious sending the Block Dragon. They knew it. Once that Block Dragon resolves. Hey, you're not supposed to surrender. Game 3. This is it. After like 8 hours, it's all come down to this. The Spirit, add in the Mausoleum, and they have a Maxi already resolved. Did they do that, or just the Fuelos? They only did the Fuelos. When are we gonna Maxi? Okay, Ogre will destroy the True Light, and then that destroys the Spirit. Summon the Sage, get the Maiden. That's really good. Ending the turn right there. Millennium Time into the Ossa. Foolish Burial sending Block Dragon. Now they Max C. And they banish Max C to summon the block. Max C as an extender. Valor negating Researcher. Or the Seeker, one of those. Who's this one? Oh, it's Analyzer. Didn't matter. First is the Fuelos. This is what you need to beat Blue Eyes. You need a Fuelos, and then you need an Ogre, and then you need a Maxi. That's simple, right? So they Ogre. That destroys the Spirit. But they have Purge, Imperm, and Valor. Maxi on their own turn to summon the block. They need that extra earth. They banish the Purge. And then they do Valor the Analyzer. Imperm Seeker. Talent. They said fine, it's over. I know, I wanted to see it from the other side. That's it. Adamantipator.